All right, welcome back to Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard, and it's Old Town Mariposa 2.0. Let's bring in my buddy, Bob Borchard from Bet's Gold Coin. Bob and Robbie. You know what? I'm having a good time kind of reminiscing, walking around downtown Mariposa with you guys. What's going on in downtown Mariposa coming up?
Well, the reason we're here, we actually came here with a purpose.
Uh-oh.
We're on a mission.
Yes.
We wanted to talk about, well, Robbie, you're the leader of this show.
I'm the leader. Okay, everybody, we want to invite you on November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Downtown Mariposa, Old Town Mariposa, is having their Christmas open house. Chocolate Soup does it big, my store. We close a few days before to redecorate the whole store. We have our chocolate soup for refreshments, so come on by and try it.
Is there really chocolate soup?
There is on the open house weekend.
What's in chocolate soup?
Liquid chocolate. It's just great, and you can dip fruit, you can dip cookies, you can dip pretzels, you can dip marshmallows.
I wanted to ask. I'm glad you reminded me. I wanted to know how you got the name of that for your store.
Well, it was started by the original owner. She named it after a store actually that was in the Midwest that was her daughter's favorite store. It was a children's store, and they used to go there when she was young. So it was a place of very happy memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm satisfied with that answer, let's get back to this open house that you guys are having, because this is a big thing.
Yes, it is. It is a big thing. And not only chocolate soup, but the company store participates, which is another gift store. Vintage Lariat, a very unique store. They're going to have refreshments. Mariposa Marketplace. And on the other end of town, on the corner of 7th, is Miriam and Company. And Miriam is our matriarch of town. So she is the mother of all Christmas open houses.
Is that the one right before 7th Street?
Yes.
It is. I know of this store.
She has all kinds of gourmet foods, candies, and she always serves her spiced cider for her open house. So it's good.
That's
good.
The way you said that. It's almost like that sounds like it's worth the drive.
It is. It is.
Now we want to get back to walking around Old Town Mariposa a little bit. This next one.
I didn't dwell. This is Grace Note Chimes, and it's if everybody in Mariposa and actually most of the Central Valley knows about Grace Note Chimes. They're long pieces of metal. They're all tuned like a piano, and they have a wind chime, and so when it goes off, it's sort of like
it's not annoying. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's like a symphony.
Right.
But actually, the owners and operators of Grace Note Chimes are going to be a guest on the show in a week or two. And I'm going to let them talk about their business as a separate segment. But we can keep walking around town, and I believe coming up, we have...
Anahatha.
What is that?
It's a fair trade store. She has beautiful gifts from around the world. So
they're right next to Grace Note Chimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these people are amazing. And, well...
Everybody is.
This next one here, is this the gallery? Is this the art gallery in the corner?
Yes, Sierra Artist Gallery.
Now, really, we've walked only a block.
Yes.
We haven't walked very far to get away from Bet's Gold
Are you
Coin.
tired?
No,
you need a rest.
It's just amazing to me because I know I've been to Mariposa enough times to know that we're just walking right down the sidewalk one by one, seeing all these cool different places. And if you're like us, if you like to just walk around and see cool things and talk to cool people and meet people from around the world, I want to go to Mariposa right now, watch the World Series game with you. That's what I want to do.
And we're going to go right across, well, the World Series is over.
Well, you know.
Right across the street. We're going to cross a crosswalk and walk into the Fremont House. This is
one of the stores that I go into every single time I'm there. If nothing else, I love the way this store smells.
Yes.
You know, when you walk in, oh my God, it smells
It's
like the
wool,
Old West.
It's the leather. It's,
Right.
Yeah.
And they have an amazing, I don't usually buy shoes while I'm on vacation, but they have an amazing shoe selection at that store.
Great shoes, yes.
Oh, the old 49er.
This
the
is
49er
brand new.
is
Yeah.
right down the street. And
Is it open?
It
It
is.
is just opened last night.
The 49er
Yes.
across the street from you. You guys needed
They have
something
a-
on that side of the street, I think.
Absolutely, and they have a pool table in the back. They have refreshments and
Handcrafted goods.
And some great windows, right? You can look right into the place.
Yes.
I love that about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Mariposa
This-
Marketplace.
Coming
Right.
up is the Mariposa Marketplace, and this is kind of an amazing thing. This is an old two-story building, and a lot of artisans and craftsmen and retailers have gone in there, and there's 20 to 30 different businesses inside.
Nice.
Within it, yes.
Nice. And is this Sue?
No,
Now, who was that standing in front of that one?
that looks like Celie Evans,
Right,
I do
okay.
believe.
All
Yes,
right.
she's one of the vendors in the marketplace, and
They trade off, and I grabbed the first person at the counter and said, "Come on out here, I want to."
she was working that day.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
she was
you
working
did,
that
Bob.
day.
All right. Oh, and here, now, Bob, your place, the Bet's Cold Coin, great food. This place, pretty darn good food.
Yes.
Savouries.
Savouries is special.
And
It's a different type of food.
it is.
This
it is.
this is a upscale
Miriam
steakhouse.
there in this picture is the owner and the creator of Savouries, and she's an amazing woman, and she treats her restaurant like it's an art, and it's an amazing experience. It is one of the places that we go pretty regularly when we get tired of being in the coin all the time. Believe it or not, and
Little
we go
more.
out and travel around and
Fine dining.
And let me tell you that, folks, that when you're watching now, if you want to go up to Savouries, you might want to call first. You might want to get that reservation because those guys are super busy up there.
Yes, they are. This is Miriam's. Yeah,
Oh
store
yeah,
coming
that
up.
cute little corner right here, Mariposa.
Uh-huh. And she has all kinds of candies and gourmet foods, and she's a lovely lady. Like I said, she's kind of the matriarch of our town.
I tried to get there before she took off, but she had someplace she had to be. But I wanted her picture, and the next time I do this, she's going to be there.
Okay, and here the cafe on the corner.
Sugar Pine Cafe.
Sugar Pine Cafe.
Yes.
The kids love it there.
Yes, it's fun. Fun place, old diner style, great American food. They bake all their own baked goods, so scones, pies, yummy, yummy things.
And some
Bread.
pretty good milkshakes and stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yes.
Right there. All right, and here we go again right here. This is a nice one.
That's
This
new.
is brand new.
Yeah.
And this is, well, I know that ice cream doesn't seem to fit with the season, but this ice cream store does.
Because they have coffee too. Let's
They
say.
have
Yes,
coffee,
it's
too.
called Yosemite Treats, so they have lots more than ice cream and frozen yogurt and. all
Robbie,
kinds of
it
goodies.
sounds like you've been in.
Well, it's a good place. What can I say?
All right. This restaurant right here, is this Charles Street?
It
We
is.
stumbled across the street. We've crossed another sidewalk. Raymond there is the owner, the chef of Charles Street. And so I drug him out and had him give you all a wave. But Charles Street is one of my favorite hangouts, been for years. My best friend, as you know, Ed used to own it, and that's how I discovered Charles Street. And there's a lot of memories and history here, and it is an amazing restaurant.
Well, I would imagine that's the other one. You go to Savouries, you go to Charles
Charles
Street when you're ready to get out of the
You know,
coin, right?
Yep.
They're all friends.
It's nice to have options.
They're all friends of ours, and they come and visit us too. So it's
More
like
than
I
a
said,
sharing
it's
thing.
It's a community.
Yes.
You
And
know,
here's the Coast Hardware store.
the reality is that the hardware store is kind of the heart of this little community. It sounds kind of strange. We have all these gift shops and restaurants and whatnot, but all of us are fixing something constantly. And I can tell you stories about in the middle of the night, something breaks and I need something, and I go find Heidi, and she comes and opens up the hardware store. Jim Dulce and Heidi Dulce, own this hardware store, and it is it's an anchor for our downtown. It's hard to describe the relationship.
That's funny, Bob, because I've heard people call you an anchor in Mariposa too.
That's because I'm dead weight.
He's anchoring the other corner, the other side. There you go.
All right, right here we have.
We have the Creamery coming up.
Another ice cream store?
Yes, and a bookstore, and it's right across the street from the Gold Coin. And, well, they're an amazing place. They do have frozen yogurts and things like that.
Cool. And the Pizza Factory.
The Pizza Factory, of course, is a landmark.
Yes.
It's more of a landmark than the Gold Coin. It hasn't been around as long as the Gold Coin, but the building burned down, as you know, a few years ago, and it's been completely restored and repaired. And I think the front door there, we had a great picture of Sal Macaron.
Yeah, the front door survived the fire.
Right. And so it's there. Let's see.
Simplicity Salon.
Simplicity
Oh,
Salon.
this is behind,
Pizza
the Pizza Factory,
Yes.
towards the creek, kind of in front of the art park.
Right.
Right. We were in there last time we were there. Nice kind of hip clothing store,
Yeah,
right?
a little more trendy clothing for the younger generation, or, you just want to look a little more up to date. But they do hair, they do nails, they do everything. Yeah,
Have fun.
place to treat yourself.
Okay, and Castillo's.
Castillo's.
Now, I remember Castillo's.
Every now and then, I have this craving for a chicken enchilada. And the place I like to go is Castillo's. It's right across the street from the Coin, up the block. And, when you talk about touring town, it takes a couple days to work your way through this. If you really look into it, the stores that are there, the people that are there running those stores, and you get to know them. Oh, I hear that bell coming.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you go to all these stores, when you meet all the people there, when you hear all the stories from all the different folks in Mariposa, you realize why people come to Mariposa and they never leave.
So we invite
was
you
direct-
November 7th, 8th, and 9th, right? For our
And,
Christmas open house weekend.
And by the way, at the Coin this weekend, aside from having, our Halloween party, we've got some, the regular show with Mike Hall, and we didn't mention Mike. Darn it. But Mike Hall is going to be there with his country western band, and we have, of course, Cottonwood Creek playing with us, too,
On Friday night.
Friday night.
Right. What about football? We got football this week?
Oh, football, we're out of town. By the way, we pulled it off. We had the toughest game of the season so far. And I know we're running short of time, but I got to tell you this story. There's only, Gustine has only been beat by one other team. They came into Mariposa. They have now been beat by two teams, okay? But the other team that beat them is LeGrand. And the week after next, we are going to be playing LeGrand. And it'll be, both Mariposa and LeGrand are undefeated in league play. So this is going to be a battle of the champions.
Well, that might be a good reason for me to come up to Mariposa. Robbie, thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Have fun hanging out with you.
All right.
I'll come see you at Chocolate Soup next
Good.
time I'm in town.
Good.
Bob, I'll see you next week right here when we visit Old Town Mariposa once again. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back on The Buzz.